Well, to other day stories, and the case filed by one of the contestants for the position of Law Society of Kenya president began today. The lawyers acting for Nelson Havi termed the decision to bar him discriminatory and unfair.
Further, the lawyers say that the decision is based on poor interpretations of the law and doesn't warrant the action taken against the city lawyer. Juma was in court.
Lawyer Nelson Havi was in court for the first time to argue his case against the Law Society of Kenya. LSK had barred him from running, but he got a reprieve when he filed this case in court and continued to campaign to succeed Isaac Okero as president of the society. In question is his eligibility to run, having fallen short of the threshold needed for one to run for the presidential.
I don't dispute that we need requirements for any office, but the requirements should be reasonable.
His lawyers, Professor Tom Ojenda, Professor Bernard Sihanya, Dr. John Haminwa and Melissa Ngania told the High Court Judge John Mativo that the move by the LSK to bar Havi from participating in the forthcoming election scheduled for February 22nd was unconstitutional, and the manner in which it was written and issued.
Mr. Havi is a brilliant lawyer. That's one thing that you are struck by. When you are talking to him, you feel you are talking to a brilliant person. He's not a buffoon.
Professor Tom Ojenda told the court that despite having submitting his credential before the LSK as a candidate, Law Society CEO Mercy Wambua was quick to reject his application without due regard to Section 24 of the Advocates Act.
We would not even have had to come to court now, because the Law Society would have found that indeed Nelson Havi is qualified.
He further submitted that the decision was made and reached out without involving the applicant. The lawyers argued that the age limit of 15 years as set in the LSK statutory should not stop the young uprising lawyers to take part in the elections as a voter or candidate.
Someone who has spent many years doing legal work, he has distinguished himself. He can be appointed to be a judge.
We are asking you, pleading with you, that you help us fix this discrimination, this entire petition.
In the affidavit sworn before the High Court, Havi claimed that the LSK Council schemed to bar him and also deny him an opportunity to defend and clarify the age limit clause. But according to the Attorney General Githu Muigai, the case is misconceived, misplaced, and is an abuse of the process, as the lawyers' rights and fundamental freedoms have not been breached in any way. Legal team representing Nelson Havi has told court that the decision by the Law Society of Kenya to bar Havi from contesting in the forthcoming election was misinformed, for they failed to recognize that Havi has practiced for 15 years, but rather looked at the calendar year. Juma, NTV, Nairobi.